So could you guys not read that, or were you guys just not paying attention?
Read
I
what?
wasn't paying attention.
Activate host mode.
Yeah, that's a good thing because we're live now.
Your host is Joe Valla.
No, we're not. We're not in host mode.
It says now hosting Joe Bella.
No, it shouldn't.
Oh, were you trying to show us stuff on the Skype?
No, I was trying to type things because I couldn't remember if it was episode 8 or 9, so I was trying to update the title because I forgot to do that earlier. So I was like,
Episode 10?
no, it's not episode 10.
It's episode 69.
It is definitely not. Although we will celebrate that
episode
episode when we
ever.
get there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm pretty sure it's episode 9. I think it's the 9th.
Yeah, you know what I like, Tim?
What?
I like bottles.
Yeah, well, we're gonna plug that. We're gonna plug that eventually. Patience, young Padawan learner.
Bella does not like bottles.
I have plans for
For good
this.
reason.
I have plans for this. Yo, what up, KL? Welcome to the podcast. The podcast.
Welcome.
No,
So-
stop playing.
So,
Yeah,
boys,
baby.
boys,
I can read Twitch chat.
you
Thank you, Tim.
can. You're welcome, America. So
know.
what have we been playing since last Thursday? We're gonna start with someone who's super excited to finally play a video game. Ian.
Hey, can you go put the dog in the kennel?
Hey, Red Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You.
Oh, hey
Oh!
guys, I played a video game this week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Shockingly,
I
It's
played
only
Super
the
Mario
9th
64.
the 9th episode of our
Yes.
gaming podcast.
What?
I said it's only the 9th episode of our gaming podcast, and you finally played a game.
You don't
Hey.
have to play to say.
That made no
What?
sense.
Sorry,
Can't just rhyme.
I had too much bottles today.
All right,
Oh
stop.
my god.
Ghost Recon is
I have a
damn
plan
fun.
for this. Ghost Recon
No,
is damn
in
fun.
all seriousness, I picked up For Honor. And just so you know, it's a newer game. I can finally know what I'm talking about because you guys all played it. And I think I liked Barbie the horse riding video game for the PlayStation better.
Do you suck at this game?
Not sure if trolling
No, I actually really dig it. I like the controls. I think it took, a few seconds to, it's very joysticky, and I love it. I got it down.
Wait, which one do you love? Because I don't know if you're talking about the Barbie game or For Honor at this
hands
point.
down, Barbie every time.
You played a Barbie game?
No.
Well, we don't know. You
What are
do
we
have
talking
2 daughters, so you were talking about what you've been playing.
Yeah, no. What do we play? Realistic version?
Oh,
Yeah, we played
realistic
realistic
mode.
version, and I took down the boss that Cody couldn't take down. So eat
Woo!
it, Justin.
He cheated.
Eat it. I didn't cheat.
He
That's
cheated.
not cheating.
He used a feat. I did it with no feats.
I was using
Good
a feat
man.
stick.
It's not cheating.
You have to
It's
use
the dishonorable way.
You have to use the healing feat to going through that game in realistic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you like me,
Realistic
you will
is
end.
badass.
No, the last level in the night chapter or whatever. I played the second half of that so many times. The game said "fuck you" and crashed on me for no reason. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I just kept dying.
No, it
I
happened.
couldn't-
I was
couldn't get
watching.
enough health. I couldn't get enough health. I was just because you only get health when you kill the enemy heroes or whatever, and it was just because at the end of that one, spoiler alert, you fight a pack of wolves on top of the boss, like at the same time.
Now
and
I
it's just
know.
like,
So, how
fuck.
are you holding up?
Oh, that's behind the.
I'm a potato.
Greg, thank you for the follow.
Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Ian, you know Greg.
Greg Gustafson?
No, my cousin.
Oh, you have a cousin named Greg?
You've yeah, the ginger.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, hey.
Thanks
Greg,
for
you're
the follow,
best.
man. I don't know.
Yeah, jeez.
No, Greg knows me. Greg?
Good.
Greg from the alley.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Fucking
what have you-
trolls. Justin.
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
I've been playing Build IKEA Furniture.
Oh, God. I love that one.
That's the best game ever. It's like Legos, but
Yeah.
for people with anger issues.
Pretty much,
did you,
yeah.
Did you download Duolingo like Shane and Tim to learn the Swedish so you can read the instructions?
I feel like I should have.
Shane, thank you for the
after trying to read
follow.
the instructions. Yeah, I've been jumping around. Like, I just started playing the Wildlands open beta tonight.
Again. Yeah.
I was doing that immediately before coming here.
I was
with,
doing it at
Luke.
5 in the morning by myself.
Loser.
Couldn't
Other
sleep.
than that, same stuff I've been playing. I haven't got too far into For Honor. I played a little bit with Cody, and that was about as far as I got. I ain't got time. Too busy.
I-
Too busy for video games.
Ain't
this
nobody
week.
got time for that.
Hey, you didn't
I
play
read
video
about
games
them.
and I did. Suck it. Eat a big giant burrito, bitch.
Dude, I didn't say I didn't play video games.
Did you just tell him to eat a big giant burrito, or did you tell him to
Yeah.
eat it? Okay, I
No,
thought
he said burrito.
I inserted the word dick in there. I thought he was gonna tell him to eat a big giant dick burrito.
Dick.
No, I
bitch.
thought you said dick burrito. I thought you said eat a big dick burrito, bitch. Which would be so much better.
Rude.
That would be
That's
so
a-
much goddamn better.
That's a T-shirt.
Eat
That's what
a
that is.
eat a dick burrito. That's a T-shirt.
Yes.
I'm sure
Jesus
that's a t-shirt
Christ.
somewhere.
I don't know if that's a T-shirt anywhere because I don't know if those words have ever been uttered in that order before.
Exactly
I
why
hope
it's a
not.
T-shirt.
Eat a big dick burrito.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chat, would you buy that T-shirt? For money? 'Cause we'll sell it to you.
we'll sell it to you. I'll make it after the stream. How's that? Jesus.
Yeah.
How about
There we
that?
go.
Cash me outside. How about that? Cody,
Cash.
Ah, hi.
Oh. Which Cody?
what have you been? Well, the one who hasn't gone yet.
Latham.
All right. I played a lot of For Honor.
Neither of you have gone
Um,
yet, but
Before I came down here to Florida. That's why I'm currently sitting here in this really bad lighting because people are trying to sleep. But yeah, I played a shit ton of For Honor. I beat it on realistic difficulty, and it allowed me to get good scrub because before that I definitely sucked at that game. Playing it on realistic is a lot of fun, even if it is like mind-numbing getting through some of the parts. So, and I'm just excited to get back and play some Ghost Recon Wildlands. I really want to play that
Yeah.
so bad. Saturday night,
So
I will be
fun.
on that bitch. I'm going to
I'll
play
be
the fuck
there.
out of that. So, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on. A lot of For Honor.
yeah. Fairbanks.
So I've been playing Overwatch with Justin
And
Yeah.
and For Honor. And Justin, guess what I got For Honor
Huh.
from your library?
Hey. Perfect.
Genius.
Oh
Well, that was
I don't
interesting.
know if you guys can play at the same time. Just
no,
No,
FYI.
we can't.
No, they
but I
can't.
figure I can at least download it that way.
True.
hey, when am I getting a computer?
Right now you have.
You
my
tell
library.
us.
You're on a
Wait,
computer.
Tim,
right?
when you get a new one, I can get yours.
That's not how this works.
This is how this works. We've already promised each other our virginities.
First of all,
That's a
You
weird.
have,
I don't
you
think
have
you
two
know what the
children
word.
and one on the way.
First of all, I don't
Prove it,
think you know what the
Shane.
word virginity
really get For Honor?
means because we both have kids.
Who has kids?
You and I.
I am guilty until proven innocent.
That's backwards.
You're backwards.
He's doing it on
Burrito
purpose.
dick, bitch.
He's just
Yeah.
Milo Yiannopoulos, Milo, whatever the fuck that troll's name is. He's just trying to troll us. In
Well-
real life, though.
Will somebody give Shane
On
some
Skype,
love?
I love you,
Yeah,
Shane.
bottle.
I put
No.
heart shape down there.
I'm gonna play it as the outro if you guys will stop yelling it. God damn it.
Bottle.
That was
Love is
what.
found
That was my
on the
plan.
battlefield.
God damn it. We have kids together. Well, don't tell our wives, but maybe.
Wait, who would carry him? Wait, which one has the womb?
You know, gay guys can adopt, right?
No, they can't. That doesn't-
That's easy solution.
Maybe
that
not
doesn't make
anymore.
any
but, you know,
goddamn
whatever.
sense.
That's not the way I play Sims.
All right. Well, I suppose we should get on with the damn show now since the intro's
That's why
taking
I wrapped around a video
15
game.
fucking minutes.
Good call.
All
Well
right.
played.
Retro games. This is
Yeah.
the game. This was Ian's idea that we were gonna do highlight retro
A lot of
games.
Anniversaries.
Yeah, there's a lot of anniversaries today. Literally, it's weird.
What are they?
Which should we start with? Let's start with the oldest.
I can't even feel.
So,
that.
30 years ago this month, I believe Contra was released.
So old school.
Yeah.
So, Tim, what is
Data.
Contra?
You know what Contra is. If you don't know what Contra is, get the fuck out of here.
I know what it is.
I would
What is
hope
it
so.
It's a side-scrolling game.
Yes.
That's rolling game. Congratulations.
Well, like, I play it. I
It's a
know that they had.
frustration
It is a
simulator.
frustration
Very,
simulator.
very-
I think I played it mostly on. There was a Sega version of the game. I played it on my Sega. I also played it at my cousin's on their Super Nintendo, and I'm pretty sure I also played it. I think there was a arcade version of it. Correct?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where I played it.
I played it at the bowling alley a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
bowling alley gaming. That's
I played Rampage at the bowling alley a lot.
yeah. But Contra is an interesting one because of how well it's remembered.
I played it a lot for the Game Boy.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have the Game Boy version of it. But the last rumor I heard for a new Contra game was going to be a mobile game that I don't know if it ever did release because it's not on the Google Play Store. So, what do we think about Contra? Its impact on the side-scrolling / shooting genres, and
I would love them to revamp it.
Minimal impact.
minimal impact, huh?
I wouldn't say
Great if they
minimal.
released like a
Is it weird that my brain immediately went to Independence Day with that? That's an NI negative impact. Negative impact.
Oh God, you're.
I think the game had co-op shooters. Like, I never remember playing that game on my own. I was always playing it with somebody else.
Oh, see, I was
like if you
dumb.
like
I played
Bro-
it on my own.
It would be like Broforce.
it would be like Red Force.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I would
feel-
say Broforce in a lot of ways is trying to be a reference of Contra. Like it's like
Yeah.
if you took Contra and the Expendables and they had a weird baby, it's Broforce.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know. I feel like I think of Contra kind of like Double Dragon. I never played those games by myself either.
hmm
You know, that was
Yeah.
always it was big for co-op or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, do we think it has the potential to be rebooted, or do we think at this point, after a mobile game that didn't come out, it's a dead title?
It should be able to be rebooted. I mean, look at what Nintendo just did with the Nintendo Classic. I mean, that thing is fucking like a piece of gold.
Oh,
right now.
But-
yeah.
Yeah, but
Mini
I'm not thinking a re-release. I'm not thinking a port of it onto a more modern system either. I'm thinking like a new game. Is that a possibility, or are we
No.
thinking that at this point it's a throwback title and
If-
that's it?
If they actually release some more, maybe. I mean, look at Turok or whatever. Had an older version. There's not a whole lot going on, and then they released a newer version that had a little bit more background, and it did all right.
No, it
I mean, it
didn't.
wasn't.
It killed the
groundbreaking.
franchise. There will not. They killed the franchise unless it gets rebooted at some point in the future. There is not going to be any more Turok games. That game did not do well at all.
It did all
Oh, shit.
right.
No, it did
I don't
not.
know.
Maybe sales wise, but it didn't do
Yeah.
well in terms of
Well, yeah.
the actual game itself was not
I
good.
didn't play it very much. I always wanted to. I just never got a chance. to
It
get
was.
on.
It kind of killed it. Killed it in the not killing it kind of way, but the oh.
Well, I don't know
The
if you could
bad
say it really.
killing it.
Yeah.
I don't really know if you say you killed it because wasn't there a huge gap in between those two games?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just like though if there had been a huge gap between the last between Tomb Raider games, right? And there was a little bit of a gap, right? And then the new Tomb Raider games had been total shit, and Square Enix hadn't saved it. Nobody's gonna come in and save Turok at this point, I don't think.
I will. I'll buy it.
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
let you finish, but Shane's right.
What?
About
The only games with fun combat: Bushido Blade, UFC UD3, Fight Night, Mountain Blade, and Chivalry.
Fight Night hasn't had a good game since Fight Night Round 3.
yeah, we know. We played a lot of round 2 at Shane's house on the PlayStation 2 one night when we got really fucked up. Yeah, Turok's a very dead series. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't they make a new
I
Turok
don't-
game? I think it's called Ark.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think you can say Turok's dead.
Well,
when you got
Ark is not
the way
Turok.
Ark is. No, I know, but there's obviously.
What I'm saying is the
there's
Turok
obviously,
series is dead. Yeah, it had an impact, and yeah, people still want to play games with fucking dinosaurs, obviously, because dinosaurs are amazing. But what the fuck does that have to do with Turok other than it's got dinosaurs in it? By that logic, Jurassic Park is a Turok game.
Yeah, it
Well, Art.
Or
well,
fucking
Well, you can't say that there isn't a correlation even between Jurassic Park because Ark released early to release with the Jurassic World.
I'm not.
World movie.
Yeah, I'm not saying that
So
that it has
I
that.
mean, there is
Yeah, there's
going
a
to be.
there's definitely a
But
correlation.
all I'm saying is that somebody could come back with Turok, and if they made a decent gameplay, they could reuse that. You reuse that title,
Yeah, but
you know, because
at this point,
there's obviously a market there. You know, I wouldn't say it's dead.
could and will are two different things, though. Well, I'm saying it's
No,
dead
I
because
know.
I don't think it will happen. If it does happen, great. That's fantastic. I really liked Turok when I was a kid. The last game was shit, but I don't think it's going to happen. It will not happen. All right, Kale. Thanks for popping by. Bye, dude. We really appreciate it. I'll catch you later, man.
Yeah,
Who said
Uh,
Tim, you're moving?
Another what?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
said what? What?
This is
Chaoticism. Yeah, chaos.
Catholicism?
Chaoticism. What are you pointing at?
Nothing.
The
You're
baby-
playing For Honored right now, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
100% is playing For Honored right
Absolutely not.
now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ben. Like, it would have to be picked up by like a Square Enix or one of those other companies, and it would have to be totally redone. The Tomb
Yeah.
Raider's had a fantastic reboot. They've been
Who's
doing
that?
really well. They've actually taken a character
I
that
lost-
was.
I lost more light.
Yeah, I see that. You are darkness now.
Yeah.
They Tomb Raider took a character that was basically just pistols and big boobs and fleshed out the world, actually gave a fucking story to a beloved franchise that like it made me actually care about Tomb Raider. Because when I was a kid, the games
Yeah.
were fun, but I didn't give a shit about the story. It was just boobs. And
I-
now
I
it's
feel
like,
like
oh hey, this is a great game.
I feel like a lot of games back then though weren't story heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
but
only game
it's
I can
not
really think
like-
of that was super story heavy was like Final Fantasy.
But it's not like goddamn Tomb Raider was even gameplay heavy. It didn't have
No,
great
gameplay-
gameplay
it was
or
just a-
story.
it was
It was bouncing
was
boob
bad.
simulator.
Yeah, it was bad.
It really was. All right, you know what? Another game that just has an anniversary today that I feel like we need to talk about, especially with the Switch coming out. Blah blah blah. That's all I'm gonna say about the goddamn Switch today, because I'm. But
Switch.
No, so
I'm
much Switch
I'm
news came out,
switched
too.
out. I am switched out. I'm not even gonna pick up the system
Jasmine.
until it proves to me that it's gonna be good. I'm not picking it up. So like,
yeah, because it's having issues on the pre-release hardware. They were having
Yeah.
issues with the controllers.
yeah,
Yeah,
It
IGN
took-
said
it took
that
all
the,
of- it
left
took all of
Joy-Con
a
had, like
week.
weird random disconnects.
yeah.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Mario Kart 64 is now 20 years old.
nice.
Woo!
When's the last time
Retire
you
that
guys?
franchise.
When's the last time you guys felt like a Mario Kart game felt any different though?
They never do. but
Different?
that's always fun.
Never.
It's just like Madden.
Was my
Yeah.
virginity of
Oh,
this
but
game.
and I'm not saying that as a bad thing for Mario Kart because obviously they've got a good formula. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
But do we think
I
there's
think Double Dash was the only one that was really different.
and
I
it
don't
was
even know what
yeah,
you're talking
I don't
about.
even think Double Dash was that much different. But like, does the format ever do games like that, like Madden and I mean even though people fucking hate it, COD, obviously they have a formula that people want to buy, and that's why these games are always so successful, at least in
There's
terms of
still
sales.
updates.
Yeah, there's updates. Like they obviously, there's new maps with Mario Kart. There's sometimes a slightly updated ability. It's prettier graphics, but that's pretty much it. It's just reskinned, really. It's reskinned, boxed back up, and shipped back out. They do the same thing with Madden. They do the same thing with Call of Duty. It's slightly different. Although Call of Duty's been adding more features, but it doesn't feel right. We'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah, dude, Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U had a really cool new feature that they tried out where they had battle mode, but they took out all the cool stuff about it and they replaced it with like running around the track in circles and trying to kill each other. Great.
Yeah. It was.
They're actually fixing that with the deluxe version that's coming out on the Switch.
So is everyone getting the Switch on this?
No.
Just me.
So You know what? Actually, I was looking at the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild gameplay, and it made me actually debate getting it.
I'm
Which
It
not.
is
looks
good.
so good.
I'm not paying
Which is-
$260 just to play Zelda. Just to play Zelda. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. That's the
Well,
only reason I would buy the
360.
system. Of 360. Yeah, you're right. I'm not
Well,
paying $1 a day for a game that I would play for 6 months.
Well,
I
I get what you're
never
saying,
played it.
but that's going to be the entry level for any of those consoles. Like that's just console prices. Which, not saying I agree with it, because as I've said, I think last week,
Why are
I
you
don't think
just
I think Nintendo should
darkness?
get out of consoles. I can't do anything about it. Like everybody's going to bed.
You are that
That's
black bar that you
funny.
hate on the side of your screen right now. I just want you to know. That's you. When
Yeah.
you're playing
I mean-
widescreen and you're like, I can't deal with this black fucking bar shit in a game that won't go to 22 by 9 or 21 by 9.
21 by 9.
Yeah, you're that right now.
I know. I can't do anything about it.
That's
though.
fine.
Everybody's going to bed. But yeah, man. I mean, like, I don't think the Switch should be as expensive as this, especially since it's coming out that you have to buy an SD card, like a big SD card for the Switch to be able to actually install the games and stuff on it. From what I've read.
No,
whatever.
only
It's-
if you're downloading the titles instead of buying the cartridges.
Yeah,
and
but
it comes
isn't
with I
it?
think 32
It
gigs.
saves on
or
the cartridges,
16.
doesn't it? It saves your game
Yeah,
files
the
on the
only thing
cartridges.
that saves on your console is your like game
Downloads.
save data, which takes up like no space at all.
Yeah.
But my thing is like people don't want hard copies, which I also didn't they come out saying that there's not going to be any virtual.
Yeah, on the launch of the Switch,
On launch,
there's
there's
not
no
gonna be a
virtual store.
console.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really disappointing. Like it just is. I don't know.
There's a lot of
I'm
things
hearing- I'm
about
hearing
their stuff that
I'm hearing a lot of negatives coming right kind of before release. The hardware problems or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that was I saw that today and I was like, God dang it, because I really was thinking about getting it. But if they're having hardware problems, like it's making me really not want to. But I watched that stuff on the Zelda game and I was like, this actually looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like I'd really enjoy it because I like open world games like that. You just run around, you kill shit, you do some quests and whatnot, and whatever. And it'd be nice. I haven't played a Zelda game since like Ocarina of Time, honestly. And it's just I've never been interested in coming back. This is the first one that's interested me since they've come out, and it's just like I don't like all this stuff I'm hearing now. It's just like, well, like Tim said, I'm not paying $350 or whatever to buy a console that may not even work properly to play
Yeah.
this game.
To
You know
play
what I
a
mean?
singular game. That's the only reason I would buy
Yeah.
it is to play Zelda. That doesn't mean I won't get one down the line. It doesn't mean that eventually there's not going to be cooler titles. It means at launch, I'm out. I'm not buying it. I'm not interested in paying $300 for it and buying Zelda and just being like, oh, hey, I'll
Well,
play this
my-
game and nothing else.
Thursday, February 23rd, 2017. Tim Valley will never buy a Nintendo Switch.
Literally not what I
Remember.
said. There is video and audio evidence to back up. That's not what I said.
Burrito, bitch.
That's not what you said earlier either. I thought you told them to go eat a big dick burrito, which would have been fantastic.
I'm telling you,
Anyway,
it's a T-shirt.
so there's another
Uh.
game that has a 20-year anniversary. Interestingly enough, it's also another Nintendo title, and that's Mega Man 8.
Oh my God, we're still on retro games.
We're still that's
Yeah.
gonna be most of the show, dude. Like I think half of this stuff will wind up having to save till next week. Honestly,
I've
Drop on that
never
bitch.
played a Mega Man game ever.
how you had a
What?
Game Boy?
Nope.
Yes, you did.
No, I know I had a Game Boy, but I never played.
Like a whole village of people.
How did you not play a Mega Man game on a Game Boy? Like, it's like a quintessential Game Boy
I don't know,
title.
because most of my Game Boy experience, I
Was
was catching
Pokemon.
Pokemon. So
That's most of everyone's Game Boy experience. That doesn't mean you didn't ever play a different game.
a lot of Super Mario too. Not a lot of Mega Man.
I didn't really like.
I don't think I've played Mega Man since like
Listen, I
Sega.
can shoot things out of my holes too, but I'm
I-
not gonna make a video game about it.
I don't know. Mega Man 8 honestly was probably the last one that I
X.
played was Mega Man 8. Cody X, Mega Man X. You played Mega Man X? Is that
Oh no, I played Beautiful Joe. Isn't that the same thing?
what the fuck
Oh.
is Beautiful Joe?
You know, a beautiful
Uh,
game.
Did you? This I feel like this is about to go down the racist route.
Oh God, careful.
Cody,
Anyway, who's ready for that new game coming out?
what is it called?
No. Nobody's ready, and never, it never will be.
That would be such a good game.
Farmer Green would create it.
Farmer Green, do you want a Roots video game?
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
And then yeah. So the other part to that was, did anyone here play Mighty Number 9?
No.
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 I actually didn't know that
don't play those
existed
games.
until
I
a
just-
couple weeks ago.
I knew that there was a huge hype train behind it, and it's on Steam too, and it has shit reviews. Like it's the guy who created Mega Man. When he left Nintendo, it was like a big fucking deal, and everybody's like, "Oh God, he's coming out with a new title. Is this gonna be what Mega Man was always supposed to be?" And it was absolute shit. So
Yeah, that's what I heard as well.
interesting that went the way it did. But we can
that
we can.
brings up a weird question about the dude who makes Metal Gear. I mean,
Hideo
are his
Kojima?
games? Yeah, are his games gonna suck now that he's not tied down to anybody?
Probably
Man,
not. I wouldn't
scary
think
thought.
so.
Married to.
That'd be a.
I feel like he's gonna just be an untethered mess of creativity.
What
and
is
his
with
games
all
are
of the
going to
goddamn
somehow
Japanese
become more
game
crazy.
makers leaving their companies right now? That's the
Because
other
they're
thing I
Uh,
have.
Konami
Because-
sucks.
It's
fuck
not
yeah,
all
I'm
Konami
Yeah.
though, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's also like a lot of these like, I guess you could call them idea guys. You know what I mean? Like they come up with these ideas, and the companies are just slapping their name on it. They have enough like fame and name generation on their own now that they don't need these big companies to help them make games. Like people hear about Hideo Kojima or whatever, and they're like, "Holy shit, yes, I want to fucking play that shit." You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
not
true.
Like, it's not like they don't need that big company for the backing and stuff.
I-
And then who's the dude from The Walking Dead who's super good friends with
Norman Reedus.
Kojima?
Norman
Yeah,
Reedus,
like-
yeah.
Norman Reedus.
Like you got a super famous actor that's just like ready to go. Like, yeah, let's do this.
Well,
Like,
that's because
whatever.
he was all down for Silent Hill, and then
Yeah.
and
But you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you get that kind of backing or whatever. It's like, fuck you guys. Shit, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then you don't really have to answer to anybody, which I think is really nice for those kind of creators and stuff like that.
Yeah, Ben has a really good point. Ben is saying, because people are realizing that major companies, it doesn't, you don't require having a big company backing you to come out with a quality game this year, even a AAA quality game anymore, with the engines that are available, the way that, say Unreal Engine, you can download Unreal Engine for free and start making games right now, and all that Unreal will say is, well, if you don't buy a license, we just get a cut of your profits when you start selling the game.
Yeah.
I actually have it downloaded on my computer. I've only kind of dicked around with it a little bit. I haven't tried to actually do anything, but it's pretty cool. I think you can buy Unity for super cheap too, and these
It's not super cheap.
it's like $100 for a license. For a game
No,
license, that's kind of cheap.
Kind of like Jesus.
That is
yeah.
Jesus. Yes, yes, G Nitrous.
You can buy Jesus.
In the middle, that is
Jesus.
definitely Jesus. He will bless your
His-
children. He'll baptize you, all that kind of stuff. $5.
His initials is Jude. So
It's
he
true.
is Jesus. He's Jesus incarnate.
All right, did
If
we
you have
want
any
to
questions for me as Jesus, just ask Joda.
just at Jesus on Twitter?
not giving-
So,
It'll be soon.
so did we want to talk about Jet Set Radio, or are we going to skip over that one? Because I feel
Let's
like
go-
we're going
Yes,
to run out of time
It
for
was
everything
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
I
that.
love Jet Set Radio, honestly.
else. Because I never played it.
The way it's
That's the
going.
only game that's made me want to go out and do things that are illegal.
That's the only game,
Grind-
not Grand
Grind
Theft
on
Auto or anything?
grind on wheels and spray paint shit.
Yeah, that was probably the first game that made me realize how important like video game music is to me, because the soundtrack for that game was phenomenal.
Yes, it was.
I think my music thing was the Papa rapper dog thing.
Parappa the Rappa.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
yeah.
music was important in video games.
Yeah, dude. Ian, I'm so happy you had a Dreamcast. Like no one else owned a
Uh,
Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I played Soul Calibur on the original Dreamcast. I remember that
I
shit.
Dreamcast was so bad though. Like the controllers were awful.
Dude,
Dude, and the
It's
memory.
not any worse than the
the
Nintendo
shit.
64.
Well, that's not saying much because Nintendo 64, like Justin went back and tried to play a
Worst
64 game
controller
and
ever.
forgot how it works.
Good times.
Jesus.
Even the GameCube controller was kind of iffy
At-
because they wouldn't get rid of those stupid fucking C buttons.
I was
hated them
hanging out with
shits.
Shane a few years ago, and we were at somebody's house, and we were playing N64, and we were playing we tried playing GoldenEye because everybody remembers GoldenEye. We all have the fondest fucking memories of GoldenEye,
Yes.
and nobody could remember for like a half hour how the fuck anything worked in GoldenEye because the controller is just so unnatural feeling in your hands.
Yeah.
Mhm. I remember going back and playing it, and I was doing 1v1 versus whoever it was, and after a few matches, I was like, these controls are fucked, and I realized that the aim stick was inverted or whatever, so I flipped that to normal, and then I just started winning every round. And he was like, "What did you do?" "I just changed my controls." "Change yours." "No, I'm good. I'm doing it the old school way." And I just kept killing them.
Tim. Deep space.
Hey, listen, I'm just trying to
Actually, you know what? The truth is even worse. The truth is even worse because you're in Florida, and so everything's
Yeah.
just. Never mind.
I'm in Florida,
Might as well
sitting next
be.
to a pool in the darkness.
Yeah, they
That's
turned
why
the
you're
lights
a
out on him.
Well, yeah, because
so-
everybody else is going to bed. You got to remember, I'm an hour ahead of y'all.
Yeah.
Going to bed.
So
See, I never played Jet Set Radio, but I've heard that it's a lot like Sunset Overdrive. I guess in a lot of ways, kind of emulated Jet Set Radio. Not necessarily in the gameplay, but maybe in the
Yeah.
style.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about that.
But well, you've played both. Does that ring true for you at all?
I haven't played those.
I thought you played
Well,
Sunset
I've
Overdrive.
played, Sunset Overdrive.
I thought
I
you were
played
the one
like
that told me
10
I needed to
minutes of
download
Sunset
it.
Overdrive.
I thought you were the one that was like, you need to download this now because it was free. That wasn't you? Who the fuck
That
told
was
me
probably
that?
Me. That was probably me because it was free.
Maybe.
If it was free, that was me.
I download everything that's free on Xbox.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
I don't even play any of the
played
games. Like, I just download the free games on
I
Xbox.
did. I downloaded Force Unleashed the other day
You
because
downloaded
it was
what?
It was free.
What did you download?
Nice.
Force Unleashed.
Oh, yeah, I downloaded that too. I actually like that game, though.
Yeah, so did I. That's how I got. I think Borderlands.
Oh,
for Xbox.
that reminds me. Borderlands 2 will be free on Xbox next month. I think it's Borderlands 2 will be free on Xbox next month.
Yep.
So,
Correct, sir.
yeah, that's exciting.
That is
Does anybody
exciting.
else feel really fucking weird that so many games from our childhood that we like really fondly remember are now at least teenagers or legally adults in a lot of cases? Like fucking Mega Man and Mario Kart are 20.
Come on,
They
dude.
can almost drink beer, dude. Like,
Almost.
Good
We
one.
got another year to go.
Don't.
what happened?
I'm rubbing blood on him, and he doesn't like it.
Okay,
What?
well, it's kind of weird.
What? What?
Hey, you know, that's a little weird.
Feel the pain, and then I want Cody in it.
Now it's a bloody dick burrito? Like, I don't understand.
Listen here, buddy. Whatever gets you off gets me off.
Oh, I
I
can't.
have owned Borderlands 2 for the PS3, the 360, the PS4, and the Xbox One.
Yeah, you've played the shit out of that game.
I fucking love
You know what? I don't know why I can't say interested in the Borderlands series.
Best
Oh.
games
And it
ever.
has great writing. It has amazing writing. Like the
Yeah.
unicorns and shit that they talk about in that.
See, I like it because it's just open world and I can run around and kill whatever the hell I want. And I can play by myself or I can play with friends if friends are on.
I like
Yeah.
modding.
The modding got pretty nuts.
Yeah, modding of weapons
Did it?
did get pretty nuts. Not modding like modding the game, Cody, just modding your weapons.
Oh.
Yeah, just weapons.
Like
Yeah.
a black weapon.
Yeah.
A black weapon. So
Stop making it
the
racist.
Ruth weapon.
And before Twitch ban.
Oh my god.
You'd be banned for talking about roots.
No, but
The way you talk about
the way you talk about roots, if it goes much further, yeah, we could.
Hey, listen.
You're not at the line, but you're approaching it.
I'd
Three.
like to
wi-
sit on the line.
Well, don't do that, because that means one leg's on each side, and we're fucked.
Can you shit on the line?
No,
No. No.
that sounds like a terrible idea. Well, what do we want to get to first?
Yoda.
Do we want to get to Ghost Recon or Horizon Zero Dawn first?
I think we've already kind of hit on Ghost Recon.
What? When did we hit on that?
Do you have more to say about it?
Yeah, it's
Tim?
not broken as fuck anymore. I played it for an hour last night because I couldn't sleep and it didn't crash on me. Not once. It didn't crash on me at all. I had no FPS issues. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play it right now. We're in my current location, so
You
I'm
can
gonna have
you
to
can play
take-
it on your
I didn't have
laptop.
any- I don't have my laptop with me.
You bitch! Why didn't you
I
bring
don't
your
have anything
laptop?
with- No, I'm just trying to spend time with the family and stuff. And I went out and bought
That's
a car
fair.
today, so it's been a little bit too busy for video games. But
That's fair.
He wants you to get
I
All
didn't
right,
have
well,
any
if-
issues for the closed beta. I thought the closed beta was pretty well.
Oh,
optimized.
I
It only
had-
crashed on me once.
It crashed on me and
Same.
it drove me nuts that it used 4 gigs of video RAM. Are you kidding me? Just on fucking high graphics, it was using 4 gigs of video RAM. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. That was fine.
I didn't
Get a
have any
better
of those
PC,
issues.
Tim.
What? What about me?
Get a better PC.
My PC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upgrade, but
Ian,
Yeah.
Ian, you need to download Wildlands tonight so you can play it a little
yeah,
bit before the beta.
dude, get the
Yeah.
get the open beta.
Hey, Xbox or PlayStation?
Either or.
Xbox. Download it for Xbox.
Doesn't
so you can
matter.
Play with somebody.
It's just,
Yeah, that's true.
like
Well, he
demo.
could play with Justin on the PlayStation,
True.
or
You got it
Cody on
PC
either.
or-
I got it on PC.
I got it on everything. I can get it on everything. So I'm
I
not worried
can't.
about
Yeah,
it.
I could get it on my Xbox. But
Yeah.
the
The
beta
ends
ends Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I think it's Sunday.
27th, right?
Yeah, 27th. So now yes,
Monday.
yes,
Yeah,
it's on
this is for
PC,
PC.
Xbox, and PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that one.
All right, so
How is the new area?
You do.
Have you guys played it enough and checked it out or not?
my save
Um,
file was corrupted, so I had to start over, so I haven't got that far.
Yeah, same. I just jumped in for a little bit. We started in the if you zoom out, the province has like 2 zones, one that's like 1-star of difficulty and one that's like 5. And the 5-star difficulty area was just kicking our asses, so we just went back to the starting area. So,
Oh,
no
so
idea.
it does get more difficult than that fucking easy ass shit.
I would hope
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's
If
nice.
if it was like just standard that beginning fucking tutorial difficulty all the way through, it wouldn't be worth it. But I figured it would get harder. It has to.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah.
And you can change the difficulty setting in your whole world or whatever.
Yeah, I do remember that. I think I put mine on like hard or some shit
Hmm.
last time, but I never felt it was hard.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jesus. Never again.
All right. Well, Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Do we have any thoughts on it before it releases, or have we kind of beat that to death?
I think I'm actually gonna get it, even though I don't play my PlayStation much anymore.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I just read the Game Informer article about it, and it's got me pretty excited to jump in and see what it's all about.
I got to be honest. I think this is the only game I've been excited for on the PS4, other than the new God of War, that makes me actually want to buy it.
I'll send you a couple
Yeah.
of links to a couple of trailers that actually make me want to buy a PlayStation, even though I won't because I'm cheap. Coco,
Yo. What?
Horizon Zero Dawn,
Yeah,
Thoughts?
I'll probably get it.
Ian.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody with a PlayStation is gonna get it. Yeah, it has really
Yeah.
good reviews.
No. Hey, listen.
I don't have a PlayStation. I can't.
I'm doing this new
Oh
thing
well,
now
you're fucked
where
then.
I'll rent
Ian
it.
only plays games with red-haired protagonists.
Well, hey, that
From
game
Redbox.
has a red-haired.
She starts out blonde.
Fuck
If
you.
you watch
Listen,
that E3
Don't
trailer.
ruin this for me.
You know what? Just because she starts out blonde, I'm done.
Hey, you
Can't buy it.
you started
Good
out
call.
blonde.
Prove it.
Your mother told me.
It's rude
And
for
there's
blonde.
pictures.
And there's pictures.
Prove it.
I don't have the pictures, or I would. I can ask your mother for the pictures, and she would probably
can't.
send them to me because
She
she
died.
loves me. She's not dead. You would have
Yeah.
told me that before today.
She's gone.
All right, well, then we got to get to what I think is really the biggest news of the week.
My mom's funeral.
Sure. AMD processors So the benchmarking for the new AMD processors, the Ryzen processors, has been leaked, and at $250, it's matching the newest i7s and surpassing them in some cases.
Yeah.
So it's outperforming the new i7 processor for approximately a third of the price.
I will believe it when I see it.
I
'Cause
I did I link
hype
you the?
happened.
But,
Well, no,
okay,
the
this
only
is
reason-
Forbes. That is
No, I know, I get it. This literally this same exact hype happened the last time AMD came out with new GPUs and CPUs and the only reason I remember is because I was in the middle of building a PC and I was debating on going AMD.
Their GPUs have
stuff came
always
out.
been kind of the same as mid-range NVIDIA. Their top-end stuff has always been the same as mid-range NVIDIA, but still cheaper. So that's that. I like
Yeah.
that. But their CPUs, I feel like mine's about equivalent to an i5. I have the AMD 6, not the new i5s, but the i5s from the time mine came out. So
Yeah.
I mean that's definitely usable and it's cheaper than an i5. So I got no problem with
Yeah.
that.
But no joke. This was like the same exact hype that was going around. And I was like, I might legitimately go AMD, and then it released and it got stress tested by a lot of the computer websites and stuff like that, and it didn't stack up.
It's
want
already
it to
being
be
stress
true.
tested though by some people.
Well, I want it to stack up.
Right.
But,
Oh, I would
just
love to
because
get
it would
that.
Well, it would be good for the market. Right now, Intel
Yeah.
and Nvidia are fucking just dominant. I hate it. They are dominating the market.
Well, and the shitty thing about that is they can shit on you with prices because they know that their
Well,
product is better. They don't have to
Yeah,
compete.
exactly. If you look at the 1070s and the 1080s, 1070 was supposed to be retail price $350. To get a retail fucking 1070 for $350, I had to find like 18 sales and fucking 15 fucking promo codes to get it to the actual price it's supposed to be. There's been zero price drops for the 1070s and the 1080s. And right now, Nvidia's in no rush to release their 1080 Ti because they're still selling 1080s or whatever at a super high price. So
Yeah.
I would love it if AMD came out with some CPUs that really did undercut in Intel's line, because then it would be like, oh, this might be a good shift in the market for the consumer.
Yeah.
But right now, it's terrible.
Well, and the thing that worries me is even if the Ryzen really does perform with the i7 on par, that's gonna undercut Intel. That's not gonna affect Nvidia at all, unless the 490 that releases this year really is as good as people hope it is.
I think the profits that AMD could make from that, maybe they'll actually be able to do something with their damn graphics cards, because their high-end graphics cards are just not up to par. Which isn't, I guess, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I buy, like, my old rig had a 980 Ti. This rig has two 1070s. Like, maybe I'm just more in that enthusiast range, so it bothers me more.
Oh, you definitely are.
But
my desk is mostly made of cardboard boxes and a broken bookshelf. Hello. I am a budget gamer for damn sure. Like, fuck, I just added on to my desk, and do you know what I used? Cardboard boxes and empty litter box container or empty cat litter containers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Covered up by a sheet.
I really hope. I want AMD to be relevant again, because like Keegan's saying or whatever, like, it is time for AMD to have some shine again, because Intel has been at it for way too long. Like, it's just, I want a competitive market. That's all I want. And right now, it's just not.
It definitely looks like AMD is banking on their processors stacking up against Intel's. I mean, they're going with the same nomenclature where they're going to have like the 7, the 5, and the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for some good market put, because then it's just better for us, because everything will actually come down. Because like all these prices for like I got an i7 6500K or whatever, and that thing was fucking $400 for the longest.
How did you get it?
Wasn't dropping.
How did you get it for 400?
I got it for 300.
You could still find them for 6.
Yeah, I actually got mine for 300 because my dad lives next to a Micro Center.
Okay.
And Micro Center is the fucking best.
Well, that's a story for another day, but no.
No.
Fucking no. I like Micro Center, don't get me wrong. They're really good if you want to build a computer. Their repair center is not the best.
No, I'm not. I don't do that. I
like,
just buy computer
Well,
parts.
I had to because I thought that my wife's laptop was broken, and so I brought it to Micro Center because I had to. And they were like, "Yeah, we can't fix it. We can't figure out what's wrong with it." I'm like, "Okay, well then I paid you guys $40 to do all the things that I did to it and not be able to tell me what the hell's going on. That's great." He was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be $295 if we want to ship it to our external repair center." I'm like, "Okay, $2.95?" He goes, "No, $295." I'm like, "Oh, I might as well just buy a new fucking laptop for her at this point. This is not worth like if it's the motherboard and I ship it to this external repair center, I'm now probably gonna pay $500 to get this damn laptop fixed. I didn't pay $500 for that laptop to begin with, so fuck that noise."
When are you
Anyway,
gonna get a new PC, Tim?
stop.
actually,
Jesus.
Ian, if these AMD things come out the way they're coming out or whatever, you might be able to build your own. It might be cheap enough.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
And AMD is known for going with that red color, so it'll match your hair.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what's mean.
That's what's up.
What do you think that's supposed to mean?
It means
But
that
yeah.
it means like you, AMD has no soul.
All right.
If they didn't have a soul, maybe
All right.
maybe they probably would have. If they had a soul, they probably would have sold it to Satan by now to get competitive at this point. Shit.
Maybe that's why the Ryzen is as good as it is, dude.
That's right.
Rising from the ashes.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so I feel like we have to touch on this because we touched on it a little bit last week, and since then there's been news. Call of Duty, the new rumor going around is that when they say back to roots, what they mean is another remaster, and they mean Modern Warfare. They mean Jesus fucking Christ, and they mean I did. I should have. They mean a Modern Warfare 2 remaster, which I would play if it releases on its own. I would buy it because I liked Modern Warfare 2. But if they're gonna package it with something else, see, I was kind of interested in the World War II shooter idea. I kind of was. I wasn't like thrilled about it, but I was kind of into it. And now it's like, oh no, we mean we're gonna release Modern Warfare 2. I'm like, all right, well, are you gonna force me to buy this with another fucking Infinite Warfare, or are you gonna bundle it with a World War II shooter? Like that doesn't. Are they gonna do this with every goddamn Call of Duty game? That we're gonna get a remastered Black Ops and a remastered World at War, and then eventually we'll have remastered fucking Infinite Warfare? Like, well, for what?
Yeah.
Where does it end? Because these games are not that old.
Zombies.
I just
Zombies.
need Call of Duty to die. Like that's where I'm at. I just fuck it. I'm so sick of Call of Duty.
It's terrible.
My coworkers keep trying to get me to buy Battlefield 1.
I think
it's
Battlefield
pretty
1
good.
looks nice. At least it went to a brand new
Let me
set.
find.
Like they attempted to do something.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. That's why I said I wouldn't mind if they were to do a World War II game for Call of Duty. If they were to go back to that, I'd be fine with that because it's something that you're starting to see World War II shooters pop up on Steam again, but it's not like they're insanely popular. It's not like they're, the FPS genre has gone from every game's a World War II shooter to very rarely do you see World War II shooters.
Yeah, there's only a couple really like good first person shooters I feel like outside of the AAAs, and so you got like Insurgency, and they made another game called Day of Infamy, which is a World War II shooter, and then Squad. Squad's a really good one. It's just a really good realistic first person shooter. That is just those are so much more intense. Those games are just so much more intense than Call of Duty and Battlefield 1, I feel like. I don't know.
That's
just
because
my
they're
personal feelings.
more tactical. It's not like you have to be
Well,
a certain
Insurgency-
class or a certain
Insurgency
weapon.
isn't even really more tactical because it's built off the Counter-Strike engine, so you can run around and play that. You can play that like Counter-Strike, like if you know how to play Counter-Strike. Or you can play it as a tactical shooter. really
It doesn't
just
play
depends
like
who you-
Counter-Strike. As someone who has played Counter-Strike and hates Counter-Strike because he can't play it when he's sober, it's not. I love Insurgency. It does not play at all like Counter-Strike.
I don't know. I think it can. There's more aiming. I'll give you that. But
There's a hell of a lot
just-
more aiming.
But it being on the same engine until they completely like get off that engine, I always feel like it's gonna feel like Counter Strike, which they are making another Insurgency game right now, Insurgency Sandstorm. I don't know if that's an expansion or if it's a brand new game.
No, it's a brand new game. They're not.
Is it?
They want to get off of the source engine, and instead of redoing the whole goddamn game and porting it to a new engine, they're just like, okay, we're gonna call this game good. We're gonna still do like technical support for it. We're not gonna come out with new content for it. We're moving away from Insurgency. That game's pretty much done. We're going to do a new. So
Nice.
Why
can't-
are you
I can't
Googling
find
this, Tim.
I can't find this because Keegan was asking where I read it, and now I can't find anything other than fucking goddamn.
Conspiracy theories.
No, yeah, it's like a bunch of random ass YouTube videos and motherfucking Frag Hero. So maybe that's.
I mean,
But I saw it a couple of other places, but I hope it's. I don't know if I hope it's true or I hope it's not. I think if they were to release it on its own for $30, I'd be totally good with that. Like if they're gonna release it for $60 and it's part of a goddamn bundle with a new, with another new COD title, I'm out. I'm out.
yeah. You know what I'm more
Yeah.
excited for? Andromeda.
Aren't we
Yeah.
all? That's why we
I-
save the
This is
best
the
for
world.
last. We save the best for
Yes.
last.
Yo, I saw that combat trailer and I fucking jizzed my pants.
Oh,
I was
looked
all
up.
about it.
I looked up so many different combat videos. Like I guess there's a channel that is like run by the Andromeda team where it's just combat. Like they just post videos of combat gameplay, and it's so good.
It looks
yeah,
great.
It looks
I-
different. It looks like it's not gonna play. It's gonna play like, but not exactly like Mass Effect 3.
Looks like there's a lot more movement.
Yeah, it's not
Which
gonna
is-
be
I'm all about
quite as cover based. It looks like obviously you can still take cover and stuff, but it's not like, you know, in Mass Effect 3 you were hiding behind a rock, moving up after you killed somebody, hiding behind another.
Constantly,
Yeah, that's just it,
It-
not
kinda
all of us,
reminds
huh?
me
Oh
of Gears,
damn. I thought it like
but not
literally
so
everyone
much
on the
as-
planet. Yeah,
not so much.
it was more like it was like I mean every shooter like that, like you can go with any of them and they all are gonna give you a Gears vibe.
Yeah, and I'm assuming to cross there. I mean, no series is ever going to be perfect. That's the thing.
What?
Every series is always going to have
Warpland.
its flaws.
Yeah,
So I mean, and everybody obviously knows about the end of Mass Effect 3 and its flaws, but Mass
Yeah.
Effect was like
I don't know.
it
Be
definitely
controversial
like
on that one.
changed the gaming industry when it was just like, hey, your choices do matter, and your choices did matter all the way up until the end.
A lot.
From the first
Yeah.
game to the end of the third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Impressive.
the characters that were there, the characters that were available, the different races that were still alive or not. Yeah.
I thought that the craziest thing is that the end of Mass Effect 2, when you're going through the ship and you're having to make all the decisions
So
on like who
good.
does a certain stuff or whatever, and if somebody died, they were dead. They weren't gonna be in the third one for you. They were fucking gone. And like no other game had really done that, you know, other than I think Justin was telling me about Fire Emblem. There is some permadeath in there
Yeah.
for the characters. But like that's not something you see in games, especially in like
I mean,
big-time
you
mainstream
you
games
see
like that.
you see it in games like with characters that are throwaway characters, where it's literally just a name slapped on a character that'll
XCOM
come back
2.
up. XCOM or Darkest Dungeon. You do see permadeath for characters, but not to the degree that Mass Effect did it. But yeah, I like. Did anybody else here manage to keep everyone alive the first run through of that ship? Because I fucking
God, no.
did. I did
I think a
first
lot of
time
people-
through. Well, on a
I actually
hard
think
though.
A lot of people. Yeah, my cousin did. He kept everybody alive.
I kept
actually
everybody
probed him.
alive. Oh,
Here-
Program
Here's the real
library.
question: did you guys
Yep,
play
first.
through and never go back to a previous save and just keep going forward? Because that's how I played the whole trilogy.
yes, I did that the last time I played through it. I didn't do
I
that the
think I
first.
did.
the fir-
I'm gonna say no.
I
I
the
probably
f-
raged at something and went back.
the first time I played
I
through it, I
actually-
hadn't played the first game. Like I played Mass Effect 2 on my Xbox 360 and 3, but I hadn't played Mass Effect 1. So my first time playing a Mass Effect game all the way through was on my Xbox 360, and so I kind of. But yeah, on my last playthrough, I have them all on PC now, and that's what I did. So good.
I have to take back what I said. There was one point where I save scrubbed, and it's in Mass Effect 3 when you meet the reporter lady again, and you have the option to punch her.
You did,
Mhm.
If
didn't
you
you?
do it, she
Oh, I'm
fucking
sorry.
punches you instead. And I was like, nah, that ain't happening. So I went back and made sure I didn't get fucked up by
I
her.
think that's a reference to the second game, isn't it? Because can't you hit her in the second game too?
You can hit her in all
Yeah.
3 games.
Yeah. So if you hit her in the first and second game, and then the third
Yeah.
game, she's like, "Bitch, please, I ain't going through this
So
again."
good.
That
So
was
good.
that was pretty funny.
Choices
It's
matter.
good stuff.
Punch
It's
the
good stuff.
reporter.
You know what, Justin? You brought up in that thing you sent me, in the little guide for the, because I missed most of the discussion this week. Are we excited about the fact that the relationships that you've been able to build up in Mass Effect, and starting fresh with new characters? Are you gonna miss the characters that you've grown attached to over the series, or are you just ready for
Yeah.
a fresh start with them?
It's
With new
kind of
ones.
tough because I mean everything we know about Mass Effect was in the trilogy. Like
Yeah.
over the course of the 3 games, you come to know all of these characters really well. So like Garrus is not going to be in the new game, and like that's a huge bummer for a lot of people.
You know what? I thought about everybody but Garrus. I was like, I just had gotten over the Tally's not going to be there. Now, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No Garrus either. No Garrus for carrying.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine with me that Tally wouldn't be there because I mean she died in my playthrough anyway. Keela Salai, but you know,
Oh,
Wait, so different characters can die in different playthroughs?
yeah.
Ian
Yeah.
has to play Mass Effect.
You have.
Oh my god.
But not.
That'd be a great Let's Play.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah,
they link the games together.
The games are all linked together.
What?
So
They
yeah.
link them together?
Yeah, Ian. So there's like choices in the first game. There's a spot where one character will absolutely die, and depending on which choice you make, that determines what characters will be in Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Fuck
And
Ashley.
I've
that
said this
bitch.
before. Ever since Cody with a K lived with me, I've had a Mass Effect trilogy like sitting in my Amazon wish list for years now, and I still have not ordered it.
You
So
definitely.
You're wrong.
It's
You're
cheap.
wrong.
It's cheap now. You
Well,
can get
I'm
it
wrong.
cheap.
It is now.
So I would
'Cause
get it. Pick it up.
You're
It
wrong
was
for
even
not
cheap
playing
back
it.
then.
Pick it up and play it because
tell
it's
you what,
fantastic.
time
When
for
you
that.
buy a new PC, I will buy Mass Effect trilogy.
No, well, that's never happening.
Well,
I'm going to be. I'm not building an entirely new PC for years. I'm just going to upgrade parts in this one until I have to.
that's why you promised me, you bitch.
I promised you nothing.
You did. You said when
Oh.
I get a new PC, you can have my old one, and I said deal.
I did not say those
He'd never
words.
forget.
What are you? Why do you guys always touch the
stop.
doll inappropriately? This
I'm
is
sorry.
3 weeks in a row. Are you showing us where the main man touched you?
I wanted to know if she had underwear.
Is this
What's
a
up
cry
with
for
that?
help?
Well, last week it was Fairbanks doing it. The week before you did it just to see if I would notice. Now you're doing it again to see if it has underwear, even though you've looked at it 3 weeks in a row now.
The same one though?
Jesus.
I don't remember looking at the Elsa one last time. I don't know if that's underwear.
I don't know if it's the same one or not, but I don't care. Stop touching dolls inappropriately.
I'm not
Get my
touching it
ass-
inappropriately. I was looking at it inappropriately. There's a difference.
It's,
There you go, Ian. Mass Effect 1 backwards compatible on Xbox One.
There you go.
Go find
Yeah.
the disc.
Pick it up
You
at
can buy it for
GameStop.
me for my early birthday present.
All right. Well, we're at that point of the stream, guys. Do we got any closing thoughts? Because we're actually already it's already past 11. We've gone over.
Coco, closing thoughts?
Yeah.
Bottles.
Bottles.
That's the outro.
The Shane Carlson original. Oh god.
I was. I'm
So my
legit getting
closing
salty.
thoughts are, I'm excited for Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'm most excited to see what the multiplayer is like in that game because I loved the multiplayer for Mass Effect 3.
My for real closing thoughts. So, do I need to play a game for next week?
You should play a game every week.
Okay, what game you want me to play?
What game do you want to play?
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah.
No, see,
Play
I
the Wild
never
Lands
liked
beta.
any of the Tom Clancy games.
But they're not how they used to be.
It-
It's not like
it
it's not like Rainbow
plays-
Six.
It plays like GTA, but in the jungle and with military gear.
I don't
That's
know.
very true.
Hi, Bella.
That's why I like it. Like
Beat
it's.
Bushido Blade by next week.
Bella,
Jeez.
Oh
Don't
God,
put
he'll
the
never.
touchscreen.
I don't think he could find Bushido Blade if he wanted to, Shane.
Dude, Shane's got it.
I know Shane's got it, but
Shane,
he
you're
is,
gonna hook me up.
That's where he's gonna
he is
play
not
it.
going to show up at Shane's house to play Bushido Blade.
Go to
Maybe
the
if
dojo.
he invites me, but no, he never
Nobody's
does.
showing up at Shane's
Alright,
house after he
Cody.
found blood on his van.
Cody, closing thoughts.
Hey, play some Ghost Recon. Tell me how it is. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I just really want to play Ghost Recon right now.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking
play
about
it.
skipping the stream.
I'm in Florida.
How long are
until
you in Florida?
Saturday.
Oh God, play it
Until
on Saturday.
Saturday.
Just don't
Yeah.
sleep on Saturday.
I probably won't.
Yeah, that's true. All right, that's I got nothing. I got nothing
Hit
for
the
closing
switch.
thoughts. Fuck.
I
I've
did
been
nothing
switched
for
to
thought.
death. I really have.
I
'Cause it's
kind of want to
everywhere.
play the Switch though. Justin, you gonna bring it over so I can try it out?
Yeah, I'll bring it over for a tabletop
I wouldn't.
sometime.
I wouldn't mind playing it. I just am not gonna buy it because there's
Zelda,
I'm-
Tim. Zelda.
But that's all I'm interested in.
Yeah,
that-
you know the thing a lot of people are looking at as this launch is going to be kind of a soft launch for them, you know? Like they're just getting the hardware out there, getting some sales, and then this holiday season is when we're going to see like some real worthwhile stuff for it.
Then maybe I'll pick it up this holiday season. But for me, that
Then
makes
why aren't they
that makes the
releasing-
March launch pointless.
well,
yeah.
happy
Thursday, February 23rd, 2017. Tim Valley. I
Not-
will buy a Nintendo
not-
Switch.
Done.
Not what I said.
Oh, across the boss. Every Tuesday we do a tabletop.
Not on here anymore though.
No, we used to stream it, but we don't anymore.
Yeah, it just doesn't work anymore.
'Cause Tim's a
We could
bitch.
make it.
Because I have a child. But you know,
No, because Tim eats a lot of dick burritos.
You know, what we could do.
I do
is
not-
play Tabletop
I do
Simulator.
not eat the big. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying because it'll run on Ian's computer, guaranteed. It's
You should
not
try
that
it.
intensive.
Max City.
But he's gotta
Bella,
set up a
those
Steam
thoughts?
account.
So,
You said-
all right.
Bella, what you thinking?
Bella.
All right. So we're gonna
Kalima.
run the regular outro, and then after I run the regular outro, I'm gonna bring up Shane's song, and we're gonna play that as an outro that won't go on. Well, fuck it. I'll just play the. It's just the. That's just the damn outro this week. Then
Bye,
is what we'll do.
everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back in
Bye.
approximately 4 hours. 4 hours or so. For a stream probably, as long as my shit doesn't break again. But yeah, we'll see you guys next Thursday for more Our Life in Pixels. We like you.
We out.
I'm
Don't
waving.
actually do
You
that.
can't see it, but
You
I'm
don't
waving.
want me to actually play it? We've been hyping this song for an hour now. You're telling me to not play it?
Bottle.
He wants me to not play bottles. All right, well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tweet it out then, you son of a. Fine. Okay. I won't play it as the outro. We spent an hour plugging it. All right, I'll talk to you. I'll be back in Skype in a minute, guys.
Hi.
All right.